Alright, so apologies for this video being a little bit late, considering this was an afternoon game and this is getting up in the late evening. I had a beer league game basically right after the Hawks game. I tried to channel my inner Kahun. That didn't really happen. Instead, I got a slap shot to the ankle. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good. Pro tip, bag of peas, form fits to whatever you're icing. So yeah, I don't need any ibuprofen though. Beating the Red Wings is the only pain reliever I need. Ah!
Sucker blue. I don't want to overreact. What was that? This is gonna be a good year.
Not this game. The best game ever. Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 56 concluded earlier today as the Blackhawks win. They beat the Detroit Red Wings by a score of 5-2. Their 7th straight victory, which means they're now only 4 points out of a wild card spot. They're also only 4 points out of last place in the West. Fun stuff for sure. I'll tell you what, this winning streak feels much better than those 8-game losing streaks that we had to deal with in 2018. We had 3 of those in the year 2018, the calendar year. 2019, though, seems like it's going to be a better year. But I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. Despite them winning, I still don't think this team is making the playoffs. I just don't. I really don't. They gave up 45 shots to the Detroit Red Wings in this game. Cam Ward had to make 43 saves in this game. He played spectacular. And it's funny, because you look at his stats this year, Cam Ward's, and you look at Anton Forsberg's stats last year. Forsberg had better stats with the Hawks last year. But I would say Cam Ward has played miles better this year. Our backup goaltender situation has been miles better this year than it was last year. And yes, I know Cam Ward's gotten a little bit better run support this year than Anton Forsberg did last year. But the big thing for me is the fact that Cam Ward doesn't really let in soft goals at really bad times. That kept happening last year, the last half of last year, and it was absolutely demoralizing to the team. Anytime they tried to make a comeback, just like a minute after they would score a goal, Forsberg or Glass or whoever was in net would just give up some really, really soft goal. Just a demoralizing goal. We really haven't had to deal with that this year. And that's really why I think Cam Ward's been absolutely fantastic as a backup goaltender for us this year, despite maybe what his stats say. But like I was saying earlier, I still don't think this team's going to make the playoffs. They have to overcome 4 points, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but they have to still jump over 3 more teams. And St. Louis has won 6 straight games. They've jumped into the first wild card spot. You'd think the Nashville Predators, who they played the last 2 nights, would help us out and beat them since they're at the top of the standings or near the top. But no, the Blues have won both those games. They got 4 points out of those 2 games. I don't know why the Predators don't want to help us. I don't know. You think they want to help us. It's not like we beat them in the playoffs or anything or whatever. I mean, I don't know. You think they want to help us out. They can't dislike us that much, really. The Hawks have 26 games left. They're not going to win all the rest of those 26 games. It's just not going to happen. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. No other team has done that. No other team has done that. It's just not going to happen. The Hawks at some point are going to lose a couple games. They're going to start losing games. They're going to probably drop a few points. It's going to happen. And with all the divisional games coming up, it just makes it so much tougher to overcome point deficits because somebody has to win in those divisional matchups. And, well, the Hawks are going to need help. And I just don't see teams giving them help for reasons. I don't know, man. I mean, we got time to worry about that, right? We got 26 more games to figure all that situation out. But tonight, we beat a rival, at least a rival of yesteryear, the Red Wings. It always feels good to still beat the Red Wings, even though they deserted us going over to the Eastern Conference. It's not that much of a rivalry anymore, but it still feels good. First period, one of the best first periods, one of the best periods in general that I've seen the Hawks play all year long. Just creating fits for the Detroit Red Wings, creating turnovers, odd man rushes, and of course, 11 minutes in, they get an odd man rush. Dominik Kahun with the puck, and his hockey sense, his hockey IQ, 40 chess he's playing out there, fakes the pass to DeBrincat. Instead, he just banks it off the defender right back to himself, and then snipes it home past Bernier. I mean, come on. Dominik Kahun, 1-0 Hawks. And then with 2 minutes left to go in the first period, that second line out there again. Dominik Kahun with the puck again. Odd man rush again. Dominik Kahun feeds it in front. It goes off Strome's skate and in. What a perfect pass from Kahun. He knows what he's doing. Hockey IQ, hockey sense. 40 chess out there. Geometry banking it off his teammates skating in. Strome with the goal officially. But come on, this was all Kahun out there. The Big Kahuna. Putting the Hawks up 2-0 going into the second period. The first 10 minutes of that second period, the Hawks were kind of just doing their thing, not really taking any chances, playing it safe, just nursing that 2-goal lead they have. But then Patrick Kane turns the puck over in the neutral zone, and Red Wings sniper Christopher Ain snipes it by Cam Ward and in to make it 2-1 Hawks. And yeah, Cam Ward probably would have liked to have that one back and saved it, but it was a pretty sick shot. And this game would go into the third period. 2-1 Hawks, and honestly, from that goal onward till the end of the game, the Red Wings basically were the better team, but as we know from the scoreboard, the Hawks found a way to hang on. And the biggest reason for that is, you guessed it, Dominik Kahun, not even 8 minutes into the third period, gets a pass from Strome. He's all alone in his hockey sense, his hockey IQ, 40 chess that he's playing backhand 5-hole through Bernier and in, puts the Hawks up 3-1, his second of the game. Whoo, baby. Detroit's got to be done, right? That's a big fat nope, because 4.5 minutes left to go in the game. Nyquist shows some nice patience and snipes it by Ward to make it 3-2. And things are looking a little bit scary because right now our second line, which takes up a little bit more than $2 million in cap space, is pretty much carrying the Hawks. But that's about to change. Our top line, which takes up a little over $20 million, or 20-something million dollars, they start getting in on the action. 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. Patrick Kane gets an outlet pass from Jonathan Toews. Breakaway. Showtime starts. Short side snipe. Beats Bernier. 4-2 Hawks. Jonathan Toews would get the empty netter later on in the game to make it 5-2. To make it official, the Hawks win their 7th straight game. So the Hawks have a day off before traveling to Boston to play the Bruins. That's going to be a little bit tougher test than the last couple games that they've had to play. It's going to really test them to see if they really can win 8 games in a row. Also, there's about 2.5 weeks left until the trade deadline. We're going to start hearing a lot of rumors from pretty much every team in the league leading up to the deadline. Take them all with a grain of salt. I'm sure every single team, every single GM is going to explore options, right? But a lot of the rumors you hear probably aren't going to be realistic. And honestly, if I was a betting man, I would probably say the Hawks actually don't make another move. I don't think they're going to be buyers. I don't see the benefit of really being a buyer at the trade deadline here. And I don't really see the benefit of being a seller either. It's going to be, if the Hawks make a trade for the deadline, it's going to be something probably like the Schmaltz-Strome deal. Something that probably benefits both teams and not like a selling or a buying type of thing. But that's just my opinion. With that said, thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. Sorry once again that this video is coming out a little bit later than maybe you expected. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I always enjoy reading them. Seriously, I really do like to hear your opinions and your thoughts and everything, because we're all just fans. We're all just fans and have different opinions and different thoughts. And I am not a single source of truth on anything. I'm just another guy who likes the Blackhawks just like you. So let me know those thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.